What if the one thing destroying your financial future isn't your rent, isn't your car? It's the grocery store. And Marcus learned this the hard way. The average American spends over $5,000 a year on groceries. That number sounds normal, but compounded over 30 years, it becomes the wealth you never built. By the end of this video, you will see exactly how groceries silently drain your wealth, and the precise system to stop it forever. Meet Marcus, a 28-year-old accountant from Columbus, Ohio. He earns $62,000 a year. He saves diligently, but every month, something always eats his progress. Marcus tracks his rent, his car payment, his subscriptions. He is disciplined. But one category always looks different: groceries. It never looks the same. In January, $380. In February, $510. In March, $620. No special occasion. No big parties. Just groceries. The number quietly. Marcus thought he had a spending problem. He didn't. He had a system problem. A broken grocery system. And it was designed to cost him more. The modern grocery store is engineered. Every shelf placement, every price tag, every sale sign. It is all carefully designed to make you spend more than planned. Studies show the average American buys 40% more groceries than they actually need. That isn't a hunger problem. That is a marketing problem. Pure and simple. Marcus realized this when he tracked every grocery item for 30 days. The result shocked him. Nearly $180 per month was spent on items never on his list. $180 a month. That is $2,160 a year. Silently disappearing. Not into investments. Not into savings. Into snacks and items he never truly needed or wanted. Now apply compound interest. If Marcus invested that $2,160 annually at a 10% return, over 30 years, that becomes over $355,000. From grocery impulse spending alone. Let that number sit. $355,000. Not from skipping vacations. Not from extreme sacrifice. From simply stopping unplanned grocery purchases. That is the quiet math of wealth, but impulse buying is only the first trap. There is a second one. It is called the premium product illusion. And Marcus fell for it every single week. Marcus always chose the name brand. Not because it tasted better. Not because it was healthier. Simply because the packaging looked more trustworthy. That is brand psychology. Consumer Reports found store brand products match or exceed name brands in quality 80% of the time. The extra cost is pure marketing. And it targets your emotions directly. Marcus calculated his brand loyalty tax. $90 extra per month. Paid purely for a logo. For a familiar font. For a feeling. Not for better food. Combined, the impulse spending and the brand tax cost Marcus $270 every month. He didn't notice it, because either expense arrived in one single obvious payment. But here is where it gets more serious. There is a third grocery trap. One almost no one talks about. It's called food waste. And it's devastating. The USDA reports the average American household wastes $1,500 in food every single year. That is groceries bought. Paid for. Marcus opened his fridge one Tuesday evening. Half a bag of spinach. 3 forgotten yogurts. A rotting avocado. All paid for. All heading straight to the trash. That single Tuesday, he threw away $9.49 in food. It felt small. But Marcus did that 2 or 3 times a week. Every single week. Now add it all together. Impulse purchases. Brand tax. Food waste. Marcus was hemorrhaging $4,720 a year. From the grocery store. $4,720 a year. Invested at 10% annual return. Over 30 years. That single number becomes $776,000. $750,000. Marcus sat with that number for a long time. $776,000. Not lost to bad investments. Not lost to a scam. Lost to a shopping cart. Quietly. Painfully. But here is the critical turning point. This is not a story about deprivation. Marcus did not need to eat less. He needed to shop smarter. Fundamentally different. The solution starts with one discipline. The grocery list. Not a casual mental note. A written, categorized, committed to list. Made before leaving home. Research from the Journal of Consumer Research confirms it. Shoppers without a list spend up to 23% more per visit. Every time. That percentage is your wealth walking away. Marcus tested this immediately. Week 1 with a list. His grocery bill dropped from $148 to $112. Same food. Same meals. Same $36 saved in 1 week. That is $1,872 a year. From a single habit. A written list. No sacrifice. No deprivation. Just intention before entering the But the list alone is not enough. The second move Marcus made was equally powerful. He changed when he shopped. Not where. Not what. Just when. Shopping while hungry increases spending by up to 64%. That is a scientific fact. Marcus used to shop after work. Tired. Hungry, he switched to Saturday mornings. After breakfast. Rested. Full. Focused. His average cart dropped by $40 per trip. Just by changing the time. Nothing else changed. Now Marcus had 2 weapons. A written list. And intentional timing. Together they were recovering over $3,700 a year. But he wasn't finished. Not even close. The third weapon is meal planning. Not complicated. Not restrictive. Just a simple weekly plan. That tells Marcus exactly what to buy. And nothing more. Without a meal plan, Marcus bought ingredients that never combined into full meals. Random items. Half-used vegetables. Proteins with no purpose. All of it. A simple 5-dinner weekly plan solved this completely. Same ingredients. Cross-utilized across multiple meals. Less waste. Less spending. More intentional eating. The efficiency compounds faster than you think. Meal planning cut Marcus's food waste from $125 a month down to $18. That is a $107 monthly recovery. Automatic. Effortless. Just from knowing what you'll eat beforehand. 3 rules. Written list. Smart timing. Meal planning. Together they were saving Marcus $471 a month. He had not sacrificed a single meal. Not once. Not ever. But Marcus was just warming up. Because now he discovered the 4th layer of the grocery wealth trap. One that was hiding in plain sight. Inside every single receipt. Marcus studied that receipt for 20 minutes. And he noticed something. Certain items cost dramatically more than he remembered. Not because prices rose. Because he kept choosing the wrong sizes. The small oatmeal cost $3.49. The family size was $5.29 per ounce. The small was 62% more expensive. Same product. Same brand. Just a different box size. This is called the unit price trap. Stores legally display unit prices. But most shoppers never look. Marcus never looked. Until now. That habit was costing him dearly. By switching to bulk or larger sizes on just 8 staple items, Marcus saved $62 a month. On the exact same products. He was simply reading the shelf differently now. Then Marcus discovered the store layout trap. Every grocery store in America is deliberately designed to make you walk past the most expensive items first. Always. Without exception. Milk, eggs, bread. The items you actually need. Always placed at the back of the store, forcing you to walk through every expensive aisle to reach them. By design. Marcus started shopping the perimeter first. Produce, meat, dairy, then only entering specific aisles for planned items. This single route change saved him $35 every trip. There is also the end cap trap. Those dramatic product displays at the end of every aisle. They look like sales. They are rarely on sale. It is pure theater. A study by Cornell University found that 78% of end cap displays are not actually discounted. They simply look promotional. And that visual cue is enough to trigger purchases. Marcus now had 5 weapons: written list, smart timing, meal planning, unit price awareness, and store layout mastery. His monthly grocery bill had dropped from $510 to $298. Measurably. But Marcus paused here. Because saving money is only half the equation. The second half is what you do with every single dollar you recover. Immediately. Most people save money and let it sit in a checking account earning 0.01% interest. That is not saving. That is slow-motion wealth destruction. Inflation eats it alive. Silently. Marcus made a firm decision. Every dollar recovered from groceries, every single month, would be automatically transferred into a low-cost index fund the same day his paycheck arrived. Always. $212 a month into a total market index fund. At a historical 10% annual return. Over 30 years. That single grocery optimization becomes $428,000 in pure invested wealth. Nearly $500,000. Built from grocery discipline alone. Not a second job. Not a startup. Just shopping with intention and investing the difference. Every month. Now Marcus wanted to push further. Because there was still one major grocery trap he had not yet conquered. The most psychologically powerful one. The convenience food trap. Hiding everywhere. Pre-cut fruit. Pre-marinated meats. Ready-made meal kits. These items cost 40% to 300% more than their whole, unprocessed versions. You are literally paying for someone else's labor. Every time. Marcus calculated his monthly convenience food spending. $94 per month on pre-cut, pre-marinated, and pre-packaged convenience items. Items that took 5 extra minutes to prepare himself. At most. He made the switch. Whole produce. Bone-in cuts. Basic pantry staples. His convenience spending fell to $11 a month. $83 recovered. From 5 extra minutes of effort daily. Marcus now had 6 grocery rules running simultaneously. His total monthly grocery savings had climbed to $295. Every month. Recovered. Redirected. Invested. Growing silently in the background. Without stopping. Marcus was 6 rules deep. But he had just discovered something most people completely overlook. A legal, effortless way to get paid back on every single grocery purchase. Every time. Grocery cashback apps. Store loyalty programs. Credit cards with grocery rewards. These 3 tools together can return 3% to 8% of every dollar Marcus spends at the store. Automatically. Marcus spent $298 a month on groceries after his 6 rules. At just 5% average cashback. That is $14.90 return every month. Effortlessly. For doing nothing extra. Nothing. $14.90 a month sounds small. But invested at 10% annually over 30 years. That effortless cashback alone compounds into $30,900. From simply using the right payment method at checkout. Always. Every tool Marcus added was not just saving money. It was creating a compounding wealth engine. Each dollar recovered multiplied silently in the background. Year after year. Without pause. Now Marcus confronted the seasonal trap. Holiday seasons. Super Bowl weekends. Summer barbecue months. Grocery spending spikes 35% to 60% during these periods. For most American households. Every year. Reliably. Marcus set a hard seasonal budget cap. No exceptions. No guilt. A flat number. Written down. Agreed upon before the season began. That discipline protected his entire annual plan. He also discovered store sales cycles. Most grocery stores discount the same product categories on predictable weekly rotations. Knowing the cycle means buying ahead. At the lowest possible price. Always. Chicken goes on sale every 3 weeks at Marcus's store. He learned this. He stocked up when the price dropped. He never paid full price for protein again. By stacking sales cycles with his written list and meal plan, Marcus reduced his per-unit protein costs by 31%. Same quality. Same meals. Just purchased at the right moment. Marcus now had 8 active grocery rules running simultaneously. His monthly grocery bill had dropped from $510 to just $241. Same household. Same nutrition. Radically different financial outcome. $269 recovered every month. Invested at 10% annual return over 30 years. That becomes $542,000. $500,000. Built entirely from optimizing a single monthly expense. Groceries. Nothing else. But Marcus realized something even deeper. This was not just about groceries anymore. He had developed a fundamental wealth skill. The discipline of intentional spending. Applied to everything. Permanently. The same intentionality he applied to groceries. He began applying to dining out. To subscriptions. To clothing. To every spending category in his life. The system transferred perfectly. Completely. Just 1 year into his system, Marcus had recovered $8,700 in annual spending. All redirected. All invested. All compounding silently in the background. Every single day. He did not feel deprived. He did not feel restricted. He felt in control for the first time in his adult life. That feeling, that clarity, is the real reward. Now let us look at the full 30-year picture. If Marcus maintains his optimized grocery system from age 28 to 58, the total wealth created is staggering. Truly staggering. Monthly grocery savings invested. $269 per month. At 10% annual return. Over 30 years. That single stream alone produces $542,000. Without touching any other part of his financial life. Ever. Add the cashback stream. $14.90 monthly. Same 10% return. Same 30 years. Another $30,900 added. From simply swiping the right card. At the right store. Nothing more required. Combined. Just from groceries. Marcus is on track to accumulate $572,900 by age 58. Over $500,000. Generated entirely from one optimized monthly expense. The grocery store. Alone. Marcus stood at 30 years old. 1 year ahead of his peers. Not because he earned more. Not because he got lucky. Because he mastered the smallest decisions first. His friends talked about needing a higher salary. Marcus understood the deeper truth. Wealth is not about how much you earn. It is about how little you leak. Always. The average American household leaks $14,000 a year in preventable, invisible expenses. Groceries alone account for nearly a third of that. Every single year. Without exception. Without awareness. But the most important thing Marcus learned was this. You do not need to be a financial expert. You need to be an intentional human being. That is the entire secret. Intentionality is a muscle. Every time Marcus chose the store brand, every time he followed his list, he was training that muscle, making it stronger, more automatic, more powerful. By age 35, if Marcus continues his system without changing anything, his grocery-optimized investment account will hold approximately $96,000, built from a single spending category, quietly, automatically, without interruption. By age 45, that same account reaches $248,000, without a single extra dollar added. Just time, compounding, and the grocery discipline Marcus built at 28, still running silently. And by age 58, the full $572,900 from one optimized expense started at 28. Marcus will not have been a millionaire by luck. He will have been one by design. The grocery store never changed. The products never changed. The prices never stopped rising. What changed was Marcus. His awareness. His system. His unwillingness to leak another dollar silently. Most people will watch this video, nod along, and change nothing. Marcus chose differently at 28. The only real question now is what you will choose, starting today. Here is your moment. 2 paths. Option 1. You close this video. Go back to the same habits. And let the grocery store keep taking your wealth. Silently. Forever. Option 2. You implement Marcus's 8 rules this week. You automate the savings. You let compound interest work silently for 30 years. And you retire with $500,000 more. What is your move? Option 1. Or option 2? Type it right now in the comments below. And subscribe to lock in your complete financial roadmap. Do it now. Every video on this channel is built on one promise. Cold numbers. Real math. Zero hype. If that is the financial education you deserve, hit subscribe. Right now. Today. And if you know someone leaking money at the grocery store right now, share this video with them. One share could change the entire trajectory of their financial life. Here is the ultimate truth about wealth. It is never built in dramatic moments. It is built in the quiet, consistent, invisible decisions you make every single ordinary day. The grocery store is not your enemy. Unconsciousness is your enemy. The moment you become aware, the moment you build a system, the store loses its power over you. Completely. Marcus did not wait for a raise. He did not wait for a windfall. He built his wealth from the inside out. From the smallest decisions. Upward. Always upward. Financial freedom is not a destination reserved for the lucky few. It is a system. Available to anyone who chooses awareness over autopilot. Today. Not tomorrow. Right now. Marcus changed his life at a grocery store. Not on Wall Street. Not in a boardroom. In aisle 7. With a written list. And the decision to finally pay attention.